The Order of Death's Vigil was founded upon the principles of Ouroboros, her immortal grandmaster. Ouroboros taught us to never be fulfilled by life's countless mysteries, to reach even deeper into the font of knowledge. As members of the Order, it is our sacred duty to preserve and maintain knowledge, regardless of its origins or unsettling nature, as it is not for man to discern its value. Knowledge is a wealth easily squandered by those who fear it, as evidenced by the near eradication of our order's founding doctrine, the art of necromancy. Mastery of the ultimate fate, which waits all men, represents an unparalleled mastery of the ultimate fate, which waits all men, represents an unparalleled frontier of learning. So it falls upon our neophytes to conquer their fear of death, to accept its harsh lessons. For not even in death does duty end. Soulkeeper Candrus. Everything is in place. The ritual will require my complete attention, so it falls on you to keep the dead contained while I search for Malkadar. I will be shielded from their presence. But should any of the spirits remain when the ritual is finished, the results could be disastrous. Are you ready to begin? What do I have to do? The ritual will draw spirits to itself like a beacon in the darkness. Make sure that whatever comes through the veil is not around for long. You must keep the room clear so it's Malkadar we bring back, not some wayward soul. You rover rep. Oddly. Like, we're here performing a secret ritual, and the rovers somehow know of it and are really happy about it. Well, that we're killing undead during it. Harrow's Dread, the Damned. Oh, you're a lot easier than the other level 51 we killed. Death Revenant. Oh, aren't you meant to be stopping Artis? Yeah, it's outright give me... Oh, here's Tenebris the Blood Drinker again. See, I guess killing you once wasn't enough. Wait, Novera Firestorm. Oh, makes sense. Killed you just earlier in this. How many times do I have to teach you, old man? Rate Stalker Band. 53% vitality damage, 68% Aether damage, 41% vitality decay, 176 health, 6% casting speed, 22% Aether resistance, 2 to Harbinger of Souls and Elderberg's Aether Ray. I don't know why Aether Ray just sounds like, I don't know, it's making me think of, what is it, Joey Ray from StarCraft? But yeah, it's, I don't know, making me think of a guy's name combined with some, like, I don't know, 70s equipment. I don't know. It's making me think of something, I just can't put my finger on what. Actually, wait, aren't there Aether Rays in Legion? Those weird things. Yeah, they are. You have done the Order a great service. What a Malkadar. He shall resume his duties under the Keeper of Tomes, his knowledge preserved for future generations. Malkadar, champion of Death's Vigil. The other side beat the shit out of kill him, while we get to kill their champion, I guess. So it is you that I must thank for my resurrection? What happens now? That is for the Keeper to decide. I'm hers to command. Are you her slave? A strong way to put it, but in a sense, what the Keeper wishes shall be done. Why would you agree to this? To gain access to the innermost secrets of necromancy, I had to agree to this to gain access to the innermost secrets of necromancy, I had to agree to this binding, so that all I learn is not lost should I perish. It's the price we're paying. An honor, not a curse. Will you obey me? He cackles. You may participate in my return, but you're not the one who performed the binding. Well, neither is the Keeper. Blokey McBloke over there is. Malkadar walks among us, once again walks among us. You've done well. The ritual is complete. The spirits are banished. Indeed, the rite of resurrection was a success, and a brave Malkadar is once again able to serve me in the Order. 15,000 XP, 1,000 Death's Vigil rep, and Spirit Crusher. 65 to 92 physical damage, 1.84 attacks per second, 15% chance of reduced targets, about 52 reduced targets offensive ability for 5 seconds, or 38 reduced targets offensive ability for 5 seconds. 13 vitality damage, 70, plus 71 percent vitality damage, 50% physical damage converted to vitality damage, 21 offensive ability, and 14% vitality resistance. Curse of Crush Resolve, 25% chance on attack. A mind-numbing word power that dulls the senses of your enemies and robs them of their vigor. Reduces health regeneration by 100%, attack and cast speed by 24%, and vitality resistance by 10. Malkadar has to serve you. His continuous existence is tied to my will, for as long as I demand it. He shall serve his duties. Seems wrong. Is it so wrong to sacrifice yourself wholly in the name of a greater cause? Malkadar knew what was at stake when he first joined the Circle, and learned its secrets. His knowledge must be preserved for the good of the Order. And Quaran Nels, you've served the Order well, but there are things I cannot entrust you with yet. Come back to me when you've proven your loyalty, but without a shadow of a doubt. What do I have to do? Vanquish your foes, chosen of Kaiman, or the Ethereals which mock our powers? You could check the bounty table, in case any order has tasks they need assistance with. So yeah. I'll res a guy, but they still don't trust me. Malkadar has returned to us. No small thanks to you. The Order was right to have trusted you. It is a fruitful alliance. Malkadar's return. With Malkadar's return, perhaps we can finally wipe out the Chosen and this foolish conflict. The Heroes will not wait while we settle our mortal disputes. Hope we can focus on the real enemy soon. Suddenly, White Walkers. Bounty. Kaiman's Chosen cannot be reasoned with. They send their flame-wielding battle maidens after our people to butcher them like animals. We'll stand for this. Slaughter any you come across. Sure. I can't justify using my rift just yet. I'm going to have to go on foot. Actually, I might be able to... I might find more battle maidens if I continue. You know what? Let's continue. And for a moment, my hearing feels like it's gone wrong. Feels like there's like cotton wool in my head. There's like a whirring I can't quite hear. It's on like the bare periphery of hearing. Like I can feel it, but I can't hear it. Truly, my body is a portal of Eldritch horror. If only I had gotten that bounty previously. I've killed quite a few of those ladies, and I don't think I'll see any more, you know, in my way. Don't think so, but well, we have to live in hope. But yeah, I'll probably just get rep with them by way of killing Ethereals. Okay, that's not actually a place. So yeah, it's just Ethereals over here. We're actually into Fort Icon proper now. We're actually right by the end game of the base game. Missed so much the first time through. God damn. You know, the hidden quests, all that. God damn. You know, like the hidden paths, that queen. Not that I would have been able to kill her first time through. would have just lost a ton of XP to her. Bog Legion footman, don't go in there. You just have torn open a rift, more pouring through. Will you be alright? Once things calm down, I'm sure someone will come for me. Don't worry, the Legion takes care of its own. Alright. You see plenty of tanks here, but you never see them actually operational. Probably for the best, they'll probably be Tyrael owned. Or Frosted Dreadguard. Just one of giant orcs, but with an ice tune to it. Will this Tyrael gate actually be guarded, unlike most? Yeah, get down with it. Get down with your bad self. The mob was jiggling, if you didn't notice. So, you know, if I commandeer this rift... Ah, good. She's swarming with Ethereals. Can they not rush out of it? Guessing as much. Aether Blaze. Level 50, Ethereal Hero. Spellweaver. Weaves the Aether through reality as a needle treads cord. Aether Fury, 100% chance at 40% health. Refusing to submit, you unleash the unbridled potential of your mind. Reduces energy cost and increases cast speed for 10 seconds with 30-second recharge. But yeah, if this place is now fully secured for us, that's nice. It also gains that weird, like, runic circle around it. That's never commented on. My face feels sore. It just feels battered. And I feel sick. Ugh. Nice place you got here. This is a good time. We have an incursion to deal with. A Spellbreaker Moira of the Spellbreaker Division at your service. What's a Spellbreaker? We're the Legion sanctioned Arcanists, specialized in disrupting enemy spellcasters. Primary duty is the nullification and elimination of enemy arcane capabilities. With the ethereal threat growing, our ranks are stretched all too thin. Intriguing. Take a bounty. A Manticore Matriarch. Really? Sorry, I got a pride to go humble. Oh, well, these will still at least give Homestead rep. It is odd how killing the other thing for the quest won't give you Homestead rep. That guy was level 51. Scaling is different than I was expecting. Let me actually just pop by Homestead for a sec, because I might be able to get a bounty for the same beastie if I get lucky. Terror tales have been told of trolls breaking into homes in the night, stealing young virgins, but no tales were as horrid as that of Boglot the Marrow Drinker. Boglot would not bother with just virgins. He would leave entire households in shambles, the inhabitants slain and their bones ripped from their bodies. There has been recent sightings of him near Smuggler's Pass, likely his hideout. Put him down? Sure. These probably still do give XP? Can't tell. So, have to make it over here. $847. I'm nearly at the at hated. I'm 770 off. For a few here. Twin Fangs is now at rank 13. Very nice. Oh Christ, it's later than I intended it to be. That was the rover rep. I'm halfway through respected. With all but one of the friendly factions, I'm actually in respected. Black Legion's only friendly. They're more awkward to get rep with. You get rep with Black Legion via killing the Ethereal Vanguard. No idea what that is. The Outcast, which I'm not doing. Bounties and quests. They're a lot more difficult to gain rep with. Deshu Chube. Mogara, the Prime Matriarch. 35 rep. '75 rep. The sharp eye of an unmatched predator. Okay, these still give XP, only a little, but they give a little. Meaning, they will actually be relevant for Homestead and the other crowd. Meaning, Death Vigil will like me a bit more for doing this. And over this way? No. There's just never any reason to go that way. Unless you fancy dying. Just wondering, was the troll hanging out there or what? Also, I'm nearly on 48 now. And there's some of the depths that we've traveled plenty through. Yes, net one of my weak minions. Well done. I do not like the idea of trying ultimate difficulty. Ooh, Bogoth, the Marrow Drinker. I'll give it a shot, but I do not look forward to it. He's down. 5 Homestead Rep. You know what? Let's go deal with that Kaiman, the Blade Maiden's bounty while I'm out at this. Wouldn't be too hard. Unholy inscriptions. Okay. We'll actually clear out this whole place as there is a boss at the other end. So, you know, that's an extra chunk of rep. 480. Though, it could just be an ethereal boss. Still, that will get me rep with Death's Vigil. Yeah, these, we won't be seeing a Nemesis spawn for a long, long time. I could sit down and grind it out, but it would kill me. Just the grinding. Nearly at the extra hero spawns for beasts. Still far off on Chantix. It'll be next run before we get this for Cronway's gang. These not next spawn, next difficulty. Undead have a better chance, but yeah. And these probably not anytime soon. Might be the next difficulty. Might, I'm not sure. Well, actually, no, it's Beastkin over here. Or is it a mix, like earlier? I thought this place was fully ethereal. Valdrak the Destroyer. Doesn't have a star above his head, so no bonus XP. Nope, never mind. That doesn't matter. Give me 75 rep with Homestead nonetheless. Actually got scrap from that scrap pile. Previously I only got food. Okay, let's head to the Blood Grove, and if we head to that little keep off to one side up here, we'll probably fight plenty here. We'll probably fight plenty of Blade Maidens along the way, but even if we don't, we will come on. Yeah, even if we don't find Blade Maidens, it's fine. We'll find them in the keep. I don't know why scrap is on an auto collect sort of deal. Could always just log out, log back in, and suddenly I'll have plenty of Blade Maidens. Oh, here's two. You can tell the Blade Maidens by the fire around them. Going by all the elemental damage these do, their kit would suit me better. It's disappointing, but I just can't get it. It is odd to me that they both set up in Sorrow's Bastion, just across from each other, and yet here's where the least fighting is. $5,000 XP, 800 iron, and 125 order rep. Okay, nothing new. So, the Chosen of Kaiman have deployed one of their most powerful agents to face us in battle at Fort Harran. Her name is Sister Brevna, the Skybreaker. Showed the Chosen that not even their most powerful champions that even their most powerful champions cannot stand against the Masters of Death. Second example, we shall raise her corpse to serve as a pathetic skeletal minion. Number 2 restores our disposal with a champion that ends her. So, scrap. I'm gonna go in, kill her, then turn into bounties, sort out Fort Icon, and then call quits because I'm starting to feel sick. Not sure how thorough I'll be in my clearing of this place. Just simply like I'm saying, I feel nauseous. Fuck it, you know what, I don't feel too bad. I'm doing a lot better these days than I was a few days ago. A few days ago, it was terrible. I was shaking constantly. I was in a right state. I was feeling sick. I remember one day I was like waking up, falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep. Or like an hour's sleep intermittent. Like I would fall asleep for an hour, then wake up again, and doze off. It was not the most pleasant of experiences. And why would you have TNT right next to the forge? You fucking idiots. Ugh. But it was not one of the most pleasant of experiences I've had. But why would you break the sky? That's where I keep my clouds. Ugh. Strange woman. But, yeah, I got 75 rep for killing her. But, never even mind the bounty. It's actually pretty generous, really. 2,177. It's kind of boring doing this, in all honesty. Not much for grinding. Though, from the sounds of it, I may need to do that for the higher difficulty levels. My burrow, like of what I've got going on here, is not going to be nearly enough. But yeah, I'm so thankful that I'm doing so much better now. It was not a pleasant experience the way I was. 5,000 XP, 125, and a polished emerald. Olga Flamebearer. She was spotted at the same place that the place I was just at. Will she just spawn in? Probably not. You know, I really need to improve my buff spells, make them more potent. I think after I dump a few levels into, well, Shaman and my minions, I need to dump a few levels into them. You know, I don't think I've ever used any mana potions. I don't really use my mana. Bark of Dreeg. An inscription of a little eye dripping tears of volitic blood. Ooh, here she is. I was wondering would she spawn in or would I just not be able to find her. But no, she spawns in. I swore another guy wouldn't appear. I swore I had a case where I had a mission to kill a guy and he just didn't spawn in for me because I'd already cleared the place out. But that's that's so much nicer. Hmm. 2004 needed. I think I should go around to them all and get all the components I can buy off them. Because my list wasn't complete. Underneath Burwich in the Warden's lab were conducted some of the Ethereal's early experiments into resurrecting our dead. The research was spearheaded by several Ethereals, including a taken known as Havasta Wraithfire, though it is too late to prevent what was discovered in those labs. We can still lay vengeance upon one of the masterminds behind the operation. A reward of iron bits awaits the one who slays the Ethereal Witch. Also gets me a nice little chunk of XP. Still, it's only a chunk. It's nothing substantial. Well, it's nothing huge and grand like the 13,000 you see off the proper quests. But still, I have 28,000 more to go, and I get a few batches of 5,000. That's that done. Bull's Rush is now at rank 7. Huh. I didn't lose any beast rep there. That's sad. 254. My grandpa used to tell stories about the caves deep below the earth that were filled with glowing plants and moss that illuminate everything as if it were day. But he also warned us terrifying beasts that dwell within the forgotten depths. One of them, he said, could go invisible on a whim, strike at his prey from the shadows. While others said walls, would love to know if the stories were true. The deepest place I can think of will be the Demeterian Hive in the Rotten Croplands. There's nothing deeper than that in the farm. But deeper than that in farmlands, is there? If you find out the truth, I'll gladly share some of my rare stuff with you. Yes, that's worth doing. They want us to go kill Gallus again. Poor Gallus, he never gets a break. But that's worth doing. But yeah, apparently there is actually a secret quest associated with the diary you find here. The diary is actually a hint. You do have to read it and turn it into her, and I think acknowledge that you read it. Okay, we are still getting XP off these guys, therefore we're getting rep. Okay, that's like in the background. It just sounds like an echoey belch that I heard in like some cartoon. On these rotworms, never really noticed them previously, but yeah, there's the. I never paid attention. I was just too busy hacking my way through the horde. But ooh, that's gross. But yeah, they are. What are they? Cowdract, unstoppable. But the ooh, let's just shimmy over here. Sadly, it's an offhand, but whatever. I don't remember what I was saying. One sec. Hey folks, I think all I was getting at was they're the same beasties the Mad Queen had, and they're creepy as fuck. Like seriously, they're not nice to look at. I'm not sure if I assumed they were there previously. I just didn't see them. Black Book of Og Nepish. Alright, let us see. The Dark Writings of Og Nepish, Condemned Necromancer. Epic Offhand, 54% vitality damage, 21 spirit, 17 offensive ability, 3.8 energy regenerated per second, 10% cast speed, 30% skill cooldown reduction, 2 to soul harvest. Bonus to all pets, 15% damage. Summon Revenant of Og Nepish, granted by item. Channel the dark writings of Og Nepish to summon his most foul revenant back into the world of the living. So it does 110 to 256 physical damage, 17 fire damage, 8,887 health, 1,662 energy. Costs 312 energy to cast, and on a 30-second cooldown. Not bad. It's like a little bonus ability. Sadly you can't upgrade it, but I suppose if you have enough yeah, I want to sell that, don't I? I suppose if you have enough, you know, pet bonuses, you know, skill, well, you know, from them, you know. Won't be getting much experience doing this, but the rep is what I'm doing it for. Rep. Because I'm killing ethereal corruptions here, which are ethereal troops. Get me rep with the order. I think it's up here. But yeah, it's getting me rep with the order, and while any beasts I kill get me rep with the other faction, with Homestead. I'll probably be above the next rep level by the time I get done with here.
My inventory is full.
Impulsive in my looting, and it's biting me in the ass. And yeah, I was much more picky in Path of Exile, much more picky. But here there's a currency system, so I feel I need to loot everything for it. where the hell is it? I thought it'd be like here. Am I just blind? Did I just look past it? I didn't see a star over here on one of these enemies, did I? Ah, here it is. I guess it either I misremembered entirely or it moves around. Also thought I saw like a screaming face there. Just so I know, eyes, mouth, eye. Yeah. Actually not here to kill the queen again. For a moment I was thinking I was. But no, I'm here to kill Gallus. Let's actually just leg it to him. Actually, I don't entirely remember where he's meant to be. Heroic Slayer. 35 Homestead Rep. And Heroic Slayer means what? Just opening up Steam. 100 heroic monsters slain. Homestead. Hey folks, just had to stop the thing for a sec. But yeah, I have very little homestead rep left to get. Can't quite remember where the Gallus hidey hole was. It might be on a different floor. I swear it was. I swear that's like what I remember, but I swear I also remember it being here. So I like just how potent I am. I can just stand in the middle of them all and just take it. Now honored with Homestead. Also somehow got devil touched ammo off that guy, which is odd. You know what? Not sure where to go, so we'll just try the Queen's Hive. Okay, these scale much better than the places the gut mooks outside. Level 53. I'm on level 48. There you go. I was wondering where you're not going to do that this time. That is creepy. I've seen that elsewhere. Okay, let me just... I'll look it up. Gollus Grim Dawn. Okay, it's in the Skittering Den. And it's in one of the other side passages. Okay, so... Point into Shaman. 2 points into you. Skittering Den, beautiful, and it's just over here. Now normally I'll be for all killing these. I'll be all for killing these. I really can't bring myself to care. Suppose I'll kill some of these as a token. I'm tired. I'm sick. You know, I just kind of want to go get some sleep. Suppose I'm gonna have to take this place seriously. Bugs me that I'm my inventory's full. Well, whatever. Level 54. Oh, Supreme Chest. There's so much stuff I'm missing out on. Could go empty it, but it's so much work. Rocket of Wild. Okay. Let's head back. Feeling whatever rare thing we get probably won't be worth it. Damn, that is a fair bit of XP I got towards the next level. And I was skipping enemies. 5,000 XP, 200 Homestead Rep, nice, and a Mark of Myrmidon, which is nice, except it's shield only.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
I don't know. So is this another crafting thing? Manticore, the sharp eye of an unmatched predator. Well, to an extent.
Won't keep it on. Come see what's left of my wares. Myers well dead.
I'll wait till next time to go deal with Ratfire, and I'll grab a Devil's Crossing one while I'm at it. Might actually be able to get Devil's Crossing up to a respectable level before next run. It's only 1,651. Just mean a lot of bounties. Let's go turn you in. Report in. 5,000 XP, 800 iron, and 250 Black Legion rep.
Good, you've arrived. Things here are in worse shape than I thought.
Commander Lucius ordered a scouting mission to the north. When I asked what we should be looking for, he almost lost his temper and said, anything that might cause a disturbance. His reaction seemed rather out of place and strange. Commander is not known for such outbursts. Also it struck me odd the way he used the word disturbance. I took my scouting squad to the north gate and almost immediately started seeing it as a material activity. We changed our course and headed for the hills rather than travelling the main road. It took longer, but we avoided large numbers of the ethereal dead. People gathering in the north in preparation for an attack. The numbers have swelled tremendously since my last mission outside the walls. The return trip has gone through difficult. I sent one of my scouts back to report this information immediately. Heading north, we passed by the necropolis. From the mountaintop, we did not see anything unusual. Searching as far as we could on resources, we discovered nothing but the cursed blood cultists everywhere. Avoiding them made our progress slow. We did see one strange thing of note. The cultists appeared to be collecting blood in vast quantities and hauling them in wagons filled with large glass cisterns. Followed them for a bit to see where they were being taken, but were spotted and forced to retreat. First Regimental Scouts to the Black Legion, Sargis Mattis Castellan. Knew there was another one. Praetorian's report. The air reeks of sulphur and smoke. It is difficult to breathe as I write this report. We've been ambushed, facing overwhelming odds. Some kind of ethereal monstrosity has risen from the earth up ahead and is spreading aether fire wherever it pleases. Never seen anything like it. The captain ordered us to punch through the opposition and take out that horrific thing, but he was killed in the initial attack that claimed most of our equipment and troops. The men panicked and we were forced to retreat. I managed to rally a few that were left, but it became abundantly clear that we would not survive this. I pulled the battalion back to the entrance and ordered a full retreat to Fort Icon. With the Ethereals approaching fast, there was not much time to consider our options. The quartermaster handed me what was left of explosive charges. We've rigged the tunnel entrance and set them off, effectively sealing the mountain pass and the Ethereals in with it. I regret to report that the Twin Falls Bridge with the Twin Falls Bridge destroyed and the tunnel sealed, we're now effectively blocked off from the south. But I take solace in knowing that the immolation we witnessed will not spread beyond the mountain crags. Praetorian Marcus Eden. Yeah, about that. It spread here. Oh, actually no, let me try and follow. This is gone, and they sealed some tunnels somewhere, so they're now sealed off from the south. What tunnels did they seal off, though? And, you know, they're talking about being at Fort Icon. Okay, that's probably like a separate piece of news that's also not helping them. Alright, I'm gonna take that as a guess. And yeah, actually, they are completely sealed off from the south. They can't actually get to Devil's Crossing. they have to go by Rift. Because if you follow the... It's actually kind of... Okay, you can only do it within a limited degree. But basically, one-way... You go through 4 hills into Cronley's hideout, end up over by Twin Falls. One-way pass, no way back. So, yeah. This bridge is taken out, and there's some tunnel system elsewhere that's also demolished. So, this way is completely sealed off. And yeah, so the fire won't spread beyond here. Okay, cool. Live beyond the mountains. I'm sorry, I have to take inventory while we've left following the attack. Perhaps another time.
Prepare yourself. The nightmare buried underneath the necropolis is all too real.
I have some questions. Go ahead. He seems unusually shaken by the Ogorian's return. It's nothing. Just saddened to discover that such evil can never truly be contained. Ogrim smirks. If I get too emotional during the fighting, just hand me a handkerchief. He was there the first time. He really thought that was dead. He probably saw a lot of good men die, trying to bring that down. You say this thing was summoned before? Yes, many centuries ago at the Battle of Icon. Nobody knows for sure whether it was the Karelians performing a last desperate maneuver. Perhaps Ogorian was drawn to all the spilled blood, but the results were catastrophic. Now we know what the real purpose behind the necropolis was. Course action. I'm preparing an elite team to infiltrate Necropolis and take the enemy by surprise from the inside. Speak to Creed for more details when you're ready.
Good, you've arrived. Things here are in worse shape than I thought.
What happened?
Betrayal, sabotage, call it what you will.
8,000 XP.
From within. The ethereals, it seems, have gotten a hold of the commander.
He's been possessed.
Precisely. Based on the reports, Commander Lucius has been sending our men out on futile missions, thinning out the force's defenses. Then, once the watch was sufficiently weak, he opened the gates allowing the ethereals to pour in. He was not counting on human ingenuity, however. Weapons Master Edric collapsed the front gates with some explosives, cutting off the enemy's forces. When we arrived with reinforcements from the south, the coward Lucius fled into the armory. Until those gates are cleared, stuck here. We need you to enter the armory and recover what's left of the heavy explosives. Use them to clear the rubble. But beware of Lucius. He has shed his human disguise in favor of a monstrous form, which I cannot even begin to describe. We'll likely have to deal with him to get to the explosives.
It will be done. As you can probably guess, before it's seen better days, it's going to take every able-bodied man and woman to bring Fort Icon back to its former glory. Care to lend a hand? Sure, what do you need? Need someone capable to enter the armory and cover what's left of our scrap and building materials. The supplies were originally designated for Homestead, but with recent attacks we can't afford to spare any resources. Alpha Lucius opened the gates and the materials started pouring through, no choice but to collapse their own gates with explosives. The repairs will take weeks, but we can't get started without those supplies. Fortunately, the possessed commander has fled into the armory, perhaps to finish sabotaging what's left of our arsenal. I hear you were experienced with dealing with materials, so I was hoping you could look into this matter. I'll cover the supplies. I could probably just give him some of my own. I got plenty.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh, it gives you inherent internal trauma damage. Nice. To clarify, that you do inherent internal trauma damage, not you suffer it. Oh, level 70 gear. Nice. Yeah, the gear in all these definitely doesn't scale up, which is a disappointing thing because it'd be nice if it did. Okay. Bit of a waste, but it's saved me a few moments. I just want to finish, a few things of note before I call it. Just in case I forget to do it when I come back. I feel weird not traveling with a full batch. Also, I've been pondering your situation at Devil's Crossing of late, and think we may finally be in a position where Homestead can return the favour for all your hard work. Captain Sommer argued against it. Can't turn a blind eye to the troubles of others, especially when you've done so much for us. I'm glad to hear that. You've done much to assist us here at Homestead. Wish to return the favour. Send word that food is to be delivered to Devil's Crossing immediately. Consider first shipment to be a thank you and a sign of a prosperous future between the two settlements. Thank you. I'll let my people know immediately.
We'll see what's left of my wares.
And now we're here. We get this. Does not stack with mandates. Mandate will override this bonus. Thundering Gem. I lose the heal, but get a better primal strike, more health, improved physical damage, crit damage, and lightning damage, and some inherent lightning damage. Will make me less tanky, and I'm certainly potent enough in damage. I'm actually inclined to stick with what I have, because 10% chance on hit for me to heal by 7%, as well as an additional 262. 262 is kind of irrelevant, though, in keeping your hit points above 1 or 0. And every little bit helps. But still, the 7%'s the meat of it. Yeah, I'm sticking with what I have, definitely, is basically what I'm getting at. Spirit Crab. Bloody Whetstone.
Put it to good use.
Okay. There's that, and you know what, fuck it, let's head back. Making a deal. Let's go talk to Barnabas.
I don't know what you did, but it sure worked. We've already received a shipment of food from Homestead, and more seems to be on the way. We've single-handedly secured the future of this settlement. I don't know how to thank you. Have a glass of water. It's on me.
That's his go-to. I love Barnabas. I'm just glad we'll all survive. Making a deal. 2,500 XP. 1,500 Devil's Crossing rep, 750 Homestead rep, Unholy Inscription, and Bindings of Bezamel. The fact I got 1,500 Devil's Crossing rep makes complete sense. And also here's the bonus 50 rep. And I've only 151 more to the Devil's Crossing thing, meaning we will indeed be getting to Honored within this run. That's fantastic. I did not think that was happening. We're definitely going to get to Honored with Devil Order Death's Vigil. Definitely. Because killing Ethereals gets you Honor. Ethereals are probably going to be a mainstay within the next 2 expansions. Or at least a common occurrence. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's what the Ethereal Vanguard is. Over in Forgotten Gods. Undead, I think, are going to have a place in... well, both actually, so we might get up to Honored with the Rovers as well. The Black Legion is a maybe. They'll probably rely on a second run through. But definitely Devil's Crossing, or Darewood Homestead. Definitely with these, probably with these. There is two more factions we'll be getting, at least. There's the... Crones of... no, actually, no, there's more than just 2 factions. I think there's like 3 or 4 in the... the Countess expansion. Then Buff Bagai McGee, the Forgotten Gods one. We side with 1 of 3 of the Witch Gods. And we will be siding with Bezamel, because pet one. And we'll get a new enemy, I think.
It's been too long since I've laid my eyes on fresh corn. I used to hate the stuff. Now it's like a blessing.
Farewell. Ooh, Oxley, level 46.
There are few people I hold in high regard.
Your dedication to this community is without compare. Thanks to you, we may just survive the end of the world. I'm sorry we ever doubted you.
I'm just glad you didn't finish the job at the gallows. Would have been the biggest mistake I've ever made, and I've had my share. You saved this settlement. There's no doubt of it. Glad I could help. Yeah, there's more food here. God damn. By the gods, you've done it. I was about ready to start boiling boots. So, high-cost meals from here on out? Everyone laughs. I wish. Need to bring back Olgrim. He's a man of many talents. He knows how to use his knives. Miss Constance says we have food from the farm to eat. I don't like veggies though. Well, we have to eat them if we want to grow up big and strong. Doesn't sound very fun. All the adults do is worry. Hopefully they won't have to worry much longer. Miss Constance says you brought us real food. Thank you. You're welcome. Now eat up. Food does sound kind of nice right now. Thank you for the food. These children won't starve thanks to you. Just doing my part.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
To be honest, I can, you know, like they were saying, you know, safe storage, no questions asked. I could pardon them one question, like, what the fuck are you asking me to store? Chains that bound a god! My god. You know, it's not something you expect. Ooh, bind your minions to your will. Passive bonus. 20% all damage, 10% health. So is that all it gives? Is it just bonus 20% damage and health? Is that the binding, or is that a separate thing? It seems that's the binding. That's nice. I would like to see the Chains of Orion. What you get with that fully upgraded. Because it seems like you... Yeah, with the rare ones, you get extra gubbins when you fully upgrade it. Meaty shit. The lesser tier stuff? No. This... Yes. Actually, wait, no, that might be true for all of them. Like, yeah, there's like the mutagenic ichor, that's a low tier thing, and yet you get its skill with it. Regardless, this stuff is meteor. That's a lot meteor. 4 elemental damage, 18 plus 18% elemental damage, 10% physical damage converted to elemental damage, 18 offensive ability. That's fantastic. And it gives you Sacred Strike. Strike your enemies with a devastating blow, which weakens their resilience. 32 energy cost. 3-second skill recharge. 350% main hand damage. 7,784, I should say, to 14,018. 1,301 to 2,003 elemental damage, 18 reduced target resistance for 5 seconds, and 100% physical damage converted to elemental. That kind of trailed off towards the end, but fuck, that is awesome. That is beautiful. And that is actually tempting to slap on. 8% extra damage, defensive ability, and the energy regens are negligible. I don't really use energy. I use it for passive buffing and then some abilities, but then again, like this thing costs 5 a hit. That's nothing. Then this costs 32, but it's on a really short cooldown. So if I go here, the greatest monster killed is the Mad Queen. Yeah, I can see that. I don't they have a proper breakdown? Yeah, here. I've got 33 regen, 33.37 regen per second. That's nice. That is nice. Christ, that's potent. So, you know, I pay for this, like, ignoring any other energy costs. I pay for this the moment it's spent. Of course, I have only energy reserve there, so I've only this ongoing. I've 1 active energy cost per second. So I have basically 2 seconds after spending the other thing, I've got it back again, and it's on a 3-second cooldown. So basically, yeah, as it stands, I don't really need energy. It's quite irrelevant to me. And I've completely lost my train of thought. Like, where the hell even was I? Oh yeah, so I was looking at the chains. But yeah, just the 20% to pets and the 10. That's nice. That's nice. That's a good thing, you know? Oh, I got fully upgraded ballistic plating. That does increase my survivability, but this would massively increase my damage. My damage is already pretty potent as it stands, but I feel like I should make myself beefier. Like a sacred strike. If I can just remember to do it, you know, that's devastating. You know, I don't think I can justify it, like the extra survivability enough not to have this. You know? I just think this is just too good, you know? I can make up for it in other ways, I'm sure. Oh, also, I was actually meaning to... Also, I'm actually curious. Oh, it's another thing from the Warden's Tower. Sure. Fuck it, so I was hoping I could get it right now, but no. Ghost Prism, Rotten Hearts.
See you around.
There's a right little collection of stuff. And here we'll get just some gear. And this is also level 70. Ah, they're all the revered is level 70. Alright. I thought I couldn't remember the exact level brackets. I thought it was different for the Black Legion. Actually, yeah, the Black Legion is different. Theirs starts at 50. This starts at 35. But this is the same. Devil's Girdle, an empowered defender of Devil's Crossing. Heart of Wrath, field command. 2 levels both. When allies are few, an unarmed companion can prove to be the only true friend. Survivor's ally. 12% elemental resistance, 15 to all damage, 12% haste. The latter 2 for pets. Kasparov, his attention ever consumed by his experiments, accidentally stumbled upon the use for the eyes of ethereal overseers when he tried to turn one into an explosive. Plus 30% lightning damage, 10% stun duration, 25 offensive ability, and 15% Aether resistance. For rings and amulets. Potent. Villet's Bile. The legendary Slith matriarch, Villet, produces an bile of an extraordinary toxicity, but discovered a way to process it into a powder, which now offers to those willing to fight for Devil's Crossing. 80 poison damage over 5 seconds, 30% poison damage, 3% chance of confused target for 2 seconds, and 12% vitality resistance. Song of the Elements. Sedina, the spirit guide, has devised this enchantment to contain the conflicting forces of fire and ice. Plus 30% fire and ice damage, and 15% elemental resistance. Kieran's Hope. Even as they prepare their defenses, the survivors speak fondly of a time when the world will be free of the invaders. increases health and energy regen by 15%, constitution by 20%, and bleeding resistance by 18%. Survivor's Perseverance. With the powers of Chaos and the Aether on their doorsteps, the survivors have adapted to these new threats. Plus 30% Aether and Chaos damage, and 12% to resistance of both. Survivor's Resilience. When times seem most grim, the human will to survive is at its greatest. Plus 3% health, shield block, and shield damage blocked. Sorry, shield block chance, and 20% shield damage blocked. Survivor's Ingenuity. With supplies limited, the people of Devil's Crossing have devised clever solutions to deal with seemingly any threat, and that includes enchantments. 20% to all damage, 2% offensive ability, and 2% defensive ability. These are all for rings and amulets, so you can have 3 of these active. So that's nice. So yes, I'm actually quite exceedingly happy with how this is bubbling out. It's fantastic. I'm also level 48 and a little bit in. I still have a fair bit of the way to go to... Yeah, I've to 49. I need 123,660 more XP. But, you know, if I actually sit down, actually find my way through enemies and not skip through them, if I go do the side quests, go do stuff, I'll get plenty of XP. It'll all be good. I'm just curious, before I go, steps... Steps of Torment, Grim Dawn. Ah, apparently you need a crafted key. To go into the lower levels. It's the skeleton key. Didn't realize it was crafted. I want to keep it a surprise. Like, I'll work some stuff out. Like, you know, I'll get to different rep levels with different factions and see if anything comes of it. If nothing does, then I'll look it up. And yeah, the scale up from 25 to 50. And the last place. Ooh, the Bone Reliquary guarantee. There's in the Fort 4 of the Steps of Torment, the first one of the sealed part, guarantees an epic item. It has a chest there. If you kill the unique boss at the end of the place, you get two glorious chests and a translucent chest. There's also a secret area behind 2 breakable walls, and there's Maris Cass, a merchant there. He won't buy items, but he spawns at different locations within the level and sells stuff. What? The wiki doesn't say. I'm just reading right off it here, but that's interesting. I have to keep an eye out for him. I don't know what's behind the secret area with 2 walls. It could just be a potential spawn point for the guy. But, we'll find out when I eventually go there. Like I said, I'll keep an eye out for the key. It would have to be part of the base game. I think it's tied in with a rep faction. It could be... It could be the Black Legion, or it could be Devil's Crossing. I remember them having dungeons associated. Dungeon/quest. So, it could be them. Or maybe it's something else entirely, you know? Maybe it's the Rovers. No, it wouldn't be the Rovers. They unlock a shrine for you. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to call this here, as I've recorded for a lot longer than intended. It's now nearly 2:30 in the morning, and I didn't mean to record for this long. I just get carried away. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I do hope you join me again soon. If there's anything you'd like me to know, and you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But until then, love and peace, baby.